Greetings, Internet. Welcome to E-Mprov.com. I am Ben Hodge. You are viewing Red Octopus. Hey, it's the first week of school for us out here in York, Pennsylvania, and we had a few people with crazy weekends for Labor Day weekend. So we are a little bit paltry tonight, but Allie Rambler and I, who's joining us, we're going to do some two-prov for you very quickly. So I hope everybody is enjoying their Labor Day weekend already. Like I said, we are Red Octopus. Following us after the show will be Recess Players, and they will be on after us. So we're excited to do some two-prov for you. Probably cut this short. Will be a little bit shorter set tonight, and once everybody's crazy schedule gets back on track, we will have our full squad hopefully later next week on Saturday. So thanks for those of you. I put a suggestion out on the E-Mprov group page on Facebook, and Allie, I'm going to just read you some of the suggestions that were shared by a few of the group members from E-Mprov, and you pick one and do a little, tell us a story if you have one, and then we'll just do some two-prov based off of it. So let's see. Dale Wells says pink parasol, which I believe is a umbrella of some sort. Dylan Coblin says bangarang. Joe Stempo says wrangler. Amy Gerlich says best friends. Mike Staffa says spackle, and Jewel Elizabeth says gigawatts. So any of those jump out at you? Stone Cold, Pink Parasol, Bangarang, Wrangler, best friends, spackle, or gigawatts.
Honestly, the one that really jumped out at me was gigawatts, just because I immediately thought of Back to the Future. With like Dr. Emmett Brown, he goes 1.21 gigawatts or whatever it is, and I don't know. I've liked Back to the Future, and I feel like it's a movie that a lot of people like, but they won't admit that they like it. You know, like there are just some movies that are just kind of like, mostly probably 80s movies, like like all those John Hughes films that people actually like, and it's like stemming from there. It just makes me think of like 80s movies as a whole. Because I like them. I don't know if anybody else my age does, but I do.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. Like, I wonder about. There's certainly films that I've seen where I'm like, I guess I should turn this off. Like, I used to think Bring It On was like super cheesy, and that's actually a really good movie. Like, I actually really like it.
Yeah. So is it like one of those guilty pleasure movies? Like, I shouldn't like this,
Yeah,
but I do.
I didn't realize that. I mean, Back to the Future, that was. Yeah, I mean, I always loved that movie.
Maybe that's just how
But
I
you're
see
right, it
it.
does kind of have that cheesy, like that cheesy kind of 80s, 90s. Are there any like more recent movies that you've seen that had that kind of vibe in them, where it was like, this is a really stupid movie, everybody loved it, but
Oh,
you know.
probably. I mean, I'm trying to think of like I actually just saw Into the Storm like right before school started, like the day before, and honestly, I thought the acting was kind of subpar, but I liked it. Like not the acting, but I liked the film as a whole, and I like maybe some people didn't just because like there were some really annoying characters in it that just kind of put me off, but as a whole, like I liked it. Because they're like there were these like two redneck guys that just would show up throughout the whole thing and be really annoying. And then you think they died, and at the end they were just in a tree the whole time. And it really bothered me just because they were so stereotypical. That was a spoiler, I'm sorry, but yeah, plot twist, the rednecks don't die, so.
That's all right. I feel like rednecks always survive.
Yeah, yeah, it was like this guy who was like this amateur YouTube daredevil, and he just like would do weird things. Like he was stood in like a tornado. He's just like, yeah, I'm in a tornado, and his friend's like, cool, man, and he just gets blown away, and you think, oh, there he goes, and nope, he lived. So I don't know. I didn't find that amusing. I just felt like just go away. Maybe that's just me, and that maybe I just have a like discrimination against rednecks. I don't know, but hmm.
Marty, 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 get in here.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Brown, what's up?
Marty, it's Doc Brown. Marty.
Doc Brown, yeah? What's up? What do you
Yes,
need me for?
yes. I have a question here for you,
I'm
Marty.
all ears.
Hey,
Yeah.
did you ever return the almanac? Did you ever
Oh,
return the almanac? What happened
oh.
to the almanac?
I may have left it back in the 50s.
What?
Eh. Yeah.
Again? You left it back in the 50s again?
I got distracted. My mom was just at me all the time, and I'm sorry. I feel so responsible. You know, I just went to the 50s to have a good time, and now I just feel really attacked.
Oh my
What
goodness.
what should I
Marty, we're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to go back. We're gonna
Can we
need
do
to.
that?
We're gonna have to go Back to the Future again.
So we're gonna go back to the future after we already went back to the future.
Right.
I feel
Yes.
like that's gonna create like a wormhole or a time paradox or something. Something's gonna get really screwed up. Are you
Well,
sure
that's
this is a good
okay. That's
idea?
all right. Well, I mean, listen, time travel is a great idea. I think bending space and time and mixing things and meeting family members in the last, it's a great idea. It's a perfect idea. There's nothing could possibly go wrong.
Well, I mean, we already
We're
set up
gonna
my parents. If I go back, maybe my mom will fall in love with me again, and that's just all kinds of awkward.
No, that was really weird part of the story. I did not expect to
Yeah,
see that coming.
me neither.
That was
I mean,
that was really strange. I don't. I mean, what was that like? I mean, how did you? She was like really into you, wasn't she, Marty?
I know. Yeah, she was really into me. Like, and she thought I told her my name was Calvin, because like she was looking at my underwear. I didn't know what to do. I mean, have you ever been in
Oh, she
that
was.
situation before? No.
No, no, that's disgusting. I feel
It
like
was.
I would.
Oh.
She was looking at your underwear?
Yeah. I kind of got hit by a car. I fell out of a tree, hit by a car. You know, it was a fun day, and she kind of just like took me back to her room, and I think she undressed me. Yeah, I was out of it. I was
Oh my,
unconscious.
Marty,
It was
Marty, I
not
don't,
done
Marty,
willingly.
Marty,
I'm
I'm not
so.
sure I want to send you back to the future
I
anymore.
don't want to go back to the. I mean, back to the back future, back past.
This
Please.
sounds horrible.
It
I don't
was.
think this would be a good idea for you, Marty. Why didn't you tell me this?
I mean, it's not something that typically comes up in conversation. I didn't know how to bring up the subject. I'm sorry. I was my mistake. I should have let you know. We should have gone back to the back past future sooner. Yeah, but the all yeah. I'd rather not keep discussing it because it's bringing back. I think I'm gonna have PTSD now. So
So we cut to an interview with Mrs. McFly from someone from the future. So Mrs. McFly, thanks for coming.
oh, thank you for
Uh,
having me.
yeah, well, we were, hey, we are police officers, and yeah, we are, we overheard some issues that were occurring at the McFly household.
Issues? What kind of issues?
Uh, well, I know you're happily married to your husband, George. Is it George
Oh,
McFly? Is that correct?
yeah, he's wonderful. He's a bestseller, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
One
that's
million
great.
copies in print.
Yep, he's
we're
an author. That's
we're not
very
the type.
successful.
Yes, we're not the
Great.
type to get in trouble with these kind of things. So you mind just explaining what's happening here?
Sure, certainly. Do you remember a gentleman by the name of Calvin Klein?
No. Calvin Klein. Nope, does
Calvin
not ring
Klein.
a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No. No, I don't think so.
No bell ringing
Mm,
whatsoever. Okay,
not even
okay.
wind chimes. No.
Okay, all right. Well, we have a report here filed by a Calvin Klein here. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, he pretty much admits to being your son, and he admits to you taking his clothes off, and pretty much
Oh,
coming on to him, making a pass on him some
oh,
30
no.
years ago.
Oh, no. No, officer, you have this all wrong. This is a huge misunderstanding. No, my son's name is Marty, and there is no way that he could possibly be Calvin Klein. I do
Hmm.
admit to meeting a man named Calvin Klein. Oh, oh, whew. Okay, I'm sorry. That flashback. Yeah, he was a very nice gentleman. My father accidentally struck him with a car, and I acted accordingly. It was
And that would be what? Taking his clothes off and coming on to him?
I didn't want him to sleep in his jeans. That would be uncomfortable. I was doing him
So
a
you took his shoes
decency.
off. Do you know that
Well,
was your son, ma'am?
no.
Are you aware that Calvin Klein was your son? He came up with that name because of the underwear he was wearing. Calvin Klein is a very famous fashion designer. You're
Uh,
aware of that.
that explains so much. Thank you for telling me that. No, no, I didn't.
I mean,
How? No. How could he be my son? I mean, my son's in the living room right now, and he was not around 30 years ago. Do I look that old to you, sir? I'm offended.
okay. Well, either way, you definitely made a pass at your son. I think that's a little weird, and
So you're going to
you know,
arrest me?
I just think you should be. Well, I mean, that's how these things work. I mean, we're going to take you in and ask you some more questions, um, see if there's any past history of this type of behavior. Um,
This is all so unexpected. I'm in my robe. Can you at least give me some?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Well,
Would you like some more time, or
I would to gather my thoughts.
okay?
This seems like a horrible injustice, and I'm ashamed that this is what America's court system has come to.
Well, no, ma'am. Coming on to your son is not something that
I
America
did
looks on
not
upon.
do that. That is not what happened. It was so different. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We cut to Mrs. McFly on the stand in courtroom. She's now the defense would like to call Mrs. McFly to the stand in the case against her son.
I'm not here willingly, but proceed.
Yep. Do you put your hand on the right hand on the Bible, please? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do
Okay.
this.
All right. So, Mrs. McFly.
Yep.
So, can you tell us exactly what you know about fashion in the 1980s?
I remember, ooh, not all that. Let me think here. My kids were into all kinds of stuff. I drove them to the mall. They picked out the stuff I paid for. It was very, I didn't pay attention. Is there something I should know?
Well, you know why you're here, right?
I've been doing a lot of thinking with the bottle. And
Yeah, is that? Did you bring? I'm sorry. Did you bring alcoholic beverage into the courtroom?
what? No, that was not alcohol. That was okay. Yeah, yeah, I did.
Wow.
It's been a rough couple of days.
Clearly.
So what do you want from me? Something
Just
about.
want you to answer. Just want you to answer some questions.
All
So I
right,
want you to. I want you to tell us, in your words, what happened.
all right.
Whoops.
This is what I remember. There was a guy, right? And it was a normal day, and my dad hit a kid with a car. This happened before. And so what do? I bring him into the house. Whew. I bring him into the house, and we go up to my room, and I do a decent human kindness, and I make him comfortable. That's it. That's all.
Hmm. That's it.
That's it. So that's the truth, nothing but the truth,
You
and
didn't kiss him. You didn't. You didn't make a
no!
pass.
Why would I do that?
No, you said you were interested in him, and you took him up to his room.
But I didn't know he was my son. Oh wait.
Aha!
Oh.
You just admitted to it.
Dang it!
Nothing further. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Just take me away. I'm done with this. I'm done.
We cut to a science classroom in a high school class. All right, Miss Jenkins. What's the topic for today? I mean, I read the text. We were reading all about gigawatts, and I still don't really understand, Miss Jenkins, the whole concept of time. I feel like it's a little bit BS if you ask me, Miss Jenkins. I don't. Can you
Timothy, you're not
explain?
seeing the point here.
Clearly, I'm not.
Yes, I will explain. You're not, Timothy, but you've always been like that. All right, here's the deal. Time travel and gigawatts are very closely related in the way that if you don't have gigawatts, you can't time travel. Do you get that?
Is it gigawatts or is it gigawatt? Is it what is a giga? Is it a gigawatt or a gigawatt?
A gigawatt. Okay, so like jiggle, how you would like jiggle sometimes, like Jigglypuff
Yeah.
jiggling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See, when you have time travel, it's these little tiny dots, and they all come together, and they send you places, and they jiggle, and so they're called gigawatt. And you're like, what? That's crazy. They're jiggling. Gigawatt. So.
Oh, instead of like giga who, it's gigawatt.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
you're getting it now.
Okay, I get it.
You're at the club and you're like,
okay.
what? Yeah, so it's gigawatt, and you have to pronounce the what, otherwise it doesn't work, and you can't time travel. Try it.
Okay, what? Gigawatt?
No, gigawatt.
Gigawatt.
Gigawatt. Yeah. See, you got it now. Like a hip hop album, like a rap, and they go what, like Macklemore, what. That's what you gotta do. Otherwise, you can't time travel.
Gigawatt, what? Gigawatt, what?
And you have to jiggle too. You have to jiggle. You have to put the jiggle and the watt together. Yeah.
Gigawatt.
Yeah.
Gigawatt, what? Gigawatt, what?
Yeah.
This guy wakes up, boom, he like transports to some sort of like, he's back at the dinosaur times or like caveman times, like, whoa, Miss Jenkins, it worked.
I told you. All right. The thing I didn't tell you, the thing they didn't teach me is how to get back.
Yeah. What? We're stuck here? There's like huge bugs flying all over the place.
I know. I think I might have fallen asleep through the second half. That didn't exactly. I didn't learn this part. Try gigawatting again.
Gigawatt.
Nope. That's not working. Okay. No, don't panic, don't panic. What's the opposite of jiggling? Think opposite.
Still?
So yes,
Staying
we just have
still?
to stand still, and we gotta cover our eyes, because if we can't see them, they can't see us, and they'll go away.
Okay, I'll try.
So cover up. Nope.
And as they close their eyes, they get enveloped by this huge mosquito, prehistoric mosquito. And both of them get eaten and spit out, and their lives are over.
Oh. Well, crap. Maybe we shouldn't have stood still.
This was your idea, Miss Gigawatt. Miss Jeans. Now I'm stuck inside this mosquito body. Now what are we going to do?
Become one with the mosquito.
We cut to a Blockbuster video in the early 2000s. Hey, I was looking for your redneck fiction. I was looking for a specific film with lots of rednecks in it, and with like guns and like firecrackers and stuff. You got any movies that you think maybe I could take a look at?
Ooh, well, I have Larry the Cable Guy. That might suit your interest.
Yeah, he too straight edge for me. I need he's a guy that's like get her done. Is that guy? See, I don't like him. I think he's I think he kind of sell out. I need something with a little. I need something with a little more. I need something where my kind, they like survive and stuff. They like run around, and they like make it.
So like rednecked and afraid?
Sure, you got something with cows, maybe something with some animals. Maybe something with a little science, a little scientific redneck. You gotta have something. I mean, you're Blockbuster. I mean, you gotta know something.
Yeah. We don't have any new releases, but we have something from the 80s. Would that be
Sure?
okay?
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah, let me see that. What you got?
We have a Night of the Gigawatt.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a men of your culture who discover time travel, and they have all kinds of adventures. And they go cow tipping in the 1920s. There's some future tractor pulls in there. You might be interested in that. Like
when's the part where the mama comes on to the son? That's the part I want to see. What you got with that?
That we
like
we
got some of that?
About that we were forced to take that video out of stock because it was considered not appropriate.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about Is that Back to the Future? Are you talking about?
Yeah.
With the car and the time continuum. You don't carry that movie anymore?
There was a ruling. There was a ruling, and it was determined that there was unsuitable content for all ages, all genders. Everybody was not allowed to see that movie.
Holy gigawatt!
I know. I made a case. Holy. Sorry, there's not much I can do, but
Shoot, man. I guess I'll just have to watch. I guess I have to watch Bring It On again.
That's a good movie. I have heard very good things about that movie. So
I like that. I like that Kirsten Dunst. It's one of them movies that I like to. I love to hate. I hate to love. Love to hate. Hate to love.
Yeah.
But I still can't get over. What about Back to the Future 2?
Yeah, I was actually
about 3.
We don't have 3 in stock, but we have 2, and this is a futuristic. They go to 2015, so that's next year. So we're almost in the future. Would you be interested in that, sir?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, that'll be all right. Are you renting or are you buying? Because you can, you know what? Just keep it. No one's checked it
Wow.
out in years.
Hey, that's great. You know what? Hey, I'll just rent it. I'll just take it. I'll get it back to you soon enough, and you take care of yourself.
Thank
Hey,
you.
you kind of remind me of someone.
Really? Who?
Yeah. Um, wait, you ever seen Michael J. Fox?
Um, yes.
Yeah.
Are
You look like you
you?
look like you look like you look like a Michael J. Fox.
Well, thank you. That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. He's a looker, that one.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you,
He
sir.
sure is. He's got some nice. Hey, you be nice now, all right? You be well.
Thank you.
I'm
You
gonna go watch.
definitely. Good idea. You definitely come again whenever you like. Good thing I didn't let him watch Back to the Future.
And that's our show, everybody. Thank you for watching. We are Red Octopus. We will be back on
Peace.
Saturday, 9:30 once again. Hey, stay tuned for
Hopefully
Recess
more
Players.
people.
They're showing up at 10:30. We've got a lot of great stuff happening on tomorrow. Thanks to Allie for playing, and thanks to
Yep.
all of you who gave us some suggestions this evening, and for Jewel Elizabeth for giving us Gigawatt. Or Gigawatt. I think it's Gigawatt.
Jigga
Who?
what? Jigga where? Jigga how?
That's
That
right.
should be a
Have
that
a
should
great
be a
night,
rap
everybody.
album.
Be well, be you, and be bold. Have a beautiful evening. Late.